Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another round in the Dreamhack Winter Group Stages. And we have with us a match between Group B right now, TMSR versus Reason Gaming. Now, Reason Gaming is, I know, filled by a lot of extra ringers, and in general, the main team just couldn't make it. So a lot of extra team there is coming up for Reason Gaming. It's in general a lot of ringer, and up against TMSR, a team that is pretty much well prepared to win this entire tournament. Joining today is going to be Babael, and with me is Lark.
Yep, I'm actually gonna take a while before I load into this game, but I'm very excited for this. Unfortunately, Reason Gaming, aka the Ringers, they didn't really have a good game at the previous one against who was it again? I think it was
Lions.
Lions, yeah. And this time around, we're gonna see TMSR. Of course, TMSR they actually beat Lions, and they did a pretty damn good job with that. So very interested to see how this match is gonna unfold.
Yep, definitely like to see how that's gonna happen here. So first up, gonna go ahead with the band heroes, and the band hero is gonna be the Keeper of the Forest, Ophelia, Tempest, and the Warbeast. Now, Warbeast and Ophelia being banned by Reason Gaming, it's definitely just nicely targeted at the Keizu Warbeast, of course, and one of the main reasons is that it's just so damn devastating. And Keeper being banned by Hexerin as well, and Tempest, so he is just gonna nicely address both Keeper and Tempest. The good news is there is no major lockdown. The bad news is we will not have too much of a big kind of a whole engagement 5v5 kind of gameplay happening, so that is not gonna happen quickly for us. That's it. However, the picture is gonna be the Engineer, Retrotag, Parasite for Team Legion side. Nicely represented by TMSR, and that's too much sugar for you guys. On the HoN team, it's gonna be Reason Gaming, and we have Revenor, Glacius, and I think one last pick they have not picked from the first picking phase.
Yeah, it's gonna be Bubbles. So yeah, I mean, Hellburn team, they have that Bubbles lockdown. They have the Glacius support. Glacius is very very good against the Parasite. Yeah, they actually picked the Parasite after the Glacius, which is kind of surprising. Revenor, of course, in the middle lane is gonna be very very strong with that Glacius. One Glacial Freeze can allow for Revenor to quickly set up a kill with the with the ball lightning, set up really really nicely. But Legion team, of course, they get their favorite engineer that is going to be played by Moon Meander. They really love that hero for some reason on their lineups, and they get the hag as well. And I think that could be a Kezu hag. Kezu just extremely exceptional gameplay in the game against Lions, where he got the quad kill at the end of the game. So is it going to be that Kezu hag, or is it going to be the Hexerin hag? Only time will tell.
Oh, definitely want to see the Hexerin playing as the hag, because that's gonna be the main carry. Keizo in the Swiss side. I mean, from Team Legend side, you know, TMSR, they are pretty much well experienced in this game already. So changing on the roster a little bit is still gonna be okay, and not the full roster, of course. The role and laning, that's gonna be it for TMSR, but that's gonna help on Team Ringers. They're not really sure what kind of a gameplay they have here, but they have the pretty decent hero Revenor, Glacius, and Bubbles as well. So that's gonna provide sustainable amount of stun on both the Glacius, Ice Imprisonment, Bubbles, Calfill, and last but not even Revenor there with the ball lightning.
Sorry, I was just drinking water over there. The bands coming out is very very aimed towards the current niche heroes. Like, I mean, Slither, man, again being banned out over there. Sandwraith, of course, is just Hexerin's go-to carry potential. In fact, even the game against Lions, they had Kezu and Hag, they had Sandwraith on Hexerin. It was just insane amount of carry potential just coming out from their team. There is the Corrupted Disciple that was banned out as well, so that's kind of addressing the carry option coming out for this Hellburn team. And Pestilence and Kraken, of course, just to round it up really nicely, those two heroes again. Very very early game aggression from the Pestilence and Kraken with it. You know, the release the Kraken, such a good offlane hero.
Yeah, and I was just saying about that. Release the Cracker needs to have a different alternate avatar, as in the animation should be changing as to the guy's face there. So if it's the default avatar, it would have the default big, ugly Davy Jones kind of a face up there. If you guys do follow that Pirate of the Caribbean kind of series. And that's going to be really cool to see at least. And now it seems like the band hero is pretty much nicely addressing the strengths from each team. So it's so far being on point here. Hexerin definitely banning out the CD as well. CD is gonna help Team HoN a lot in this kind of a state here, but I believe that they are gonna have to work without a Tempest in this game. So again, like to see what Papa Mele is gonna be able to play in this game. And Book there actually got called out here because this game name was just called the Book Call Out.
Shit! They're making a big statement here. Scout. Yeah, I was about to mention about the Scout. None of these members banned it out, so it's obvious that the Legion team's actually gonna pick that up. That's gonna be Scout Kezu, Hag onto Hexerin, Slicks. Now they just need to pick up the hero for Slicks over there, and of course Engineer is gonna be onto Moon Meander. What is Slicks gonna play? I'm not too sure. There is a Pebbles on the board. There is a lot of other heroes on the board. The Pestilence, unfortunately, was taken out of the pool by Hellburn team because they know that that's a hero that Slicks really likes to run in that mid lane aggression.
Yep, and that said, we do have Scout being picked up, so it's gonna be a Hack's turn on a Hack, and Kizu's gonna be playing as the Scout most probably. And that being said, Team Legion side is just looking to play again a little bit of the tri-core, or rather dual carry kind of strat, and that is a little bit more extra successful because of the a little bit of a fail safe there on the Scout in case Hack's turn is got completely shut down, and it always works. In fact, RNG Sports also run this lineup very often where they have a dual carry going up, but it's normally a CD as long as also with a Hack as well. So it's pretty good kind of a strategy coming into this game here. That's it from the Hellbound team. They're gonna follow up nicely with a Puppet Master, and Puppet Master, the PM, did a shit ton of damage. He needs good farm, however. Just like in the previous game, we saw REA again with the Puppet Master, but he just got completely boxed out there. So you don't want a kind of situation playing as the PM.
Yeah, I mean, Architiger in that previous game just could not find any space to farm. It hurt them a lot. They're actually gonna go mid lane Slicks, Master of Arms. I really, really like that. We did watch, if I'm not mistaken, we did watch
Impunish Storm.
Impunish Storm running the Master of Arms mid by Bastomp because they swapped around their roles, and it actually worked out to huge success for them. Are we going to see the same kind of success here in this game? I do believe it could be possible because, man, you have your favorite combo there, the Wild Wild West guns.
Yeah, dual guns from Wild West, the MMOA as well as Engineer there, Moon Meander, Slicks, both of them great combo, a lot of extra ganky effort as well, and 1 point stun, the other one with a great cack. It's gonna make sure that you are completely blown out of proportion. That's a Team Legion with a very fantastic lineup, but they have a Parasite, that's the thing I don't like. Parasite is kind of a lane here. You are looking at pretty much a very good ganky kind of a route in the Parasite, and he needs to gank around a little bit too much. In general, that is a very aggressive Legion team that we're staring at today, TMSR with this kind of a draft. Whereas for Hellbound side, they have got a Myrmidon with them. A Myrmidon! Man, that just brings back memories. Myrmidon with Bubbles and Glaciers, pretty good lockdown as well. PM with Puppet as well. So Hellbound has got pretty sizable amount of disable and stun, but I still favor Team Legion's lineup. It's just the Parasite is a little bit irritating if you ask me.
I think the Parasite's kind of okay because it will add on to that added extra aggression for the team. You see right off the bat he gets a, what do you call this, a little red boots in his inventory, those marches over there, which can only mean that he's going to go to the Hellburn's jungle and be on that aggressive nature, which means that it could be a pseudo dual lane at the top, or even just a straight up tri-lane if they choose to do so, but I don't think that's going to be the option. Maybe it could even be that Haxorn at mid, and then just have, what is this? Slicks at the top lane with Engineer. It could be a possibility as well. That's straight up tri-lane aggression.
Well, TMSR, they are probably going to ditch the top lane.
They ditch the top lane?
Yeah, I think they are going to ditch the top lane. It is quite possible that Parasite can be jungle, we have dual support roaming about, and mid lane is going to be Hexer, down south can be Scout, but they are going to ditch the top lane. That's what I think.
I think it's just going to be Master of Arms, Engineer top, and then have the...
So let's bet, man. Let's go. How much you want to put in, how much money you want to put on the line here?
100 HDD.
100 HDD?
I think Parasite's going to be in the Hellburn jungle. Okay. So it's a pseudo tri-lane.
Okay, you think it's a pseudo tri-lane? Okay, I'm gonna match your bet 1-for-1. So yes, it's gonna be, they're gonna ditch the top lane. So that's it. Reason Gaming on Hellbound side, TMSR on Team Legion, and TMSR too much sugar there. We got Hextern playing as the Wretched Hack, also Scout on Keizu, and Keizu on Scout, Moonmeander on the Engineer, Slicks playing as the MOA, last but not least, we got Tankafat playing as the Parasite. And on the Hellbound side, we got REA Reason Gaming, a lot of ringers there in general. This is not the real team, so guys who don't know about that, Reason Gaming is not able to make it to this tournament, so they are filled with ringers. In fact, the whole team is not there if I'm not wrong. And we got Centrox there, and that's going to be Revenor. Glacius being played by Znui. We also got Architiger, and that would be the Puppet Master. And Puppet Male there is going to be on to the Myrmidon last but not least book there. That's going to be playing as the Bubbles.
Yeah, and right off the bat, you see the Legion team, they're quickly running to the top side there. Actually, it's, yeah, okay, so Engineer just going to support Hag, and they're just going to try to check out their jungle, make sure everything is fine. Keizu is going to be at that short lane. Usually he is that offlane player for the team, but they're just going to swap their lanes a little bit. Going to have Keizu here at the bottom lane against what I do believe is going to be a Bubbles. He should have a pretty decent time. They're going to be able to harass Bubbles very, very quickly. It's going to be dependent on whether or not he's going to be able to pick up that early Iron Shield as well as the Ghost Marchers, because that just means he's going to be able to output a lot of aggression towards Bubbles over there. Hellburn team, very, very smart on the ball. Straight away, quickly go to their go towards the jungle because they want to make sure that Legion team isn't there right off the bat. They don't actually have a jungle player per se, but I would actually like to see them block out their own uh, jungle camps in case of this early game aggressive play coming from Parasite. But of course, they don't have the God vision like we do, so I guess they're not really too perceptive about that.
Yep, that's it. We are actually both half right here, but here comes Engineer. So, in fact, it's going to be pseudo trial lane, man. There we go. You are just on the ball here today. And Parasite's going to be an extra gank chef on the top lane, and PM is going to get completely addressed. You don't want to give PM the farm, and that's why TMSR is going to run that kind of strategy. Myrmidon going to be able to just nicely try and help him, but is he going to be really effective? That's the question, though. At the mid lane, however, it's going to be solo lane Hexer here, Ratchet Hack here as well. We got Scout Keizu down south, and he's going to have the advantage of soloing the shot lane, which is going to be pretty good as well. But Team Ringer here, actually, going to nicely go ahead with a 2-1-2 standard strategy. We also got Glacius Nui just nicely walking onto Scout. His Scout completely invisible, so he doesn't know that. And we also got a Revenant down south, so it's pretty good to see that as well. Mid lane Bubbles against that of Hack, so both of them are pretty much ranged, but I don't see how Bubbles will be able to win this lane against the Hack. Hack, after all, has got a little bit extra damage as compared to Bubbles in the early stages. And that's a top lane. Like we nicely mentioned before, we have those members there, and Parasite gonna go after the Hellborn jungle straight up.
Yeah, and like the thing is, a very very good ward actually being placed by Papa Male to block out the hard camp, and that forces you know, Tankafet to go all the way towards the other hard camp at the end of that side, which actually provides some leeway for this top lane.
Whoop, this is not gonna be good. Moonmiender's K actually completely missed there. Slick's in a lot of trouble. Slick's now trying to run away. Is he gonna be enough? That's the question. Moonmiender now trying to deal a little bit of extra damage on Archie Tiger, but he also should try and run away here. Health potion gonna be used already on Slick. Slick's looking for the extra kill. Here comes the Parasite. Parasite Tankafet dealing a lot of damage onto the Myrmidon. Myrmidon is gonna be saved. The Kag is gonna connect. Oh, hold that thought. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, check on Sliver, but he just got completely addressed. But Papa Malay gonna feed off the Bloodlust. Slick's gonna pick that one up really nicely, and here comes Glacius. Glacius realizes that mid lane is gonna be 1 versus 1, so he's gonna come up top lane to address the increased aggression here.
Yeah, and that just means that now Parasite just needs to rotate back to his own jungle and farm up if he wants to. So, you know, they actually won their lanes, the laning phase very very nicely. Recent Gaming was forced to make the adjustment, and the thing is, it was a little bit too late for that. They really gave up the first blood there at the top lane. Very very well played by the team. Good patience there coming up from Moon Meander to hold back on the keg stun. The first one did miss, but eventually the second one did hit, of course, because of the point stun coming up from Master of Realms. And now you see actually Engineer going towards this middle lane. I think he wants to help set up for a kill, that or maybe just check out for the bottom rune.
Yep, that would be the case, and here comes also the Bubbles in the mid lane. Bubbles should be safe, though the Keg will not connect there. And like I mentioned before, Hexon actually not having the best moments up against the Bubbles. Bubbles having a little bit extra, I do believe a good time here, and he's going to be extra level as well. Level 4 is coming to Hexon's only level 3 hack. That's not going to be good for the Wretched Hack.
Yeah, the funny thing is they're actually both the same in terms of CS. Hack's 11-2, Bubbles is now actually 10-3. Earlier on it was actually 10-2 for both of them. But anyways, Hack's actually going to be able to pick up on a lot of farms. Slick's at the top lane, slowly getting boxed out of lane by this Myrmidon, but still, he's still getting a decent amount of farm as well, because I think he's having a pretty good time here at the top lane, due to the early game advantage that they got. In bottom lane, Revenor against the Scout. Scout actually taking a bit of harassment. He needs to be careful.
He needs to be careful, that is, and Stormblade's gonna be used here. He is gonna be fine though, and Scout still has got a Vanish ability, so I would not be too worried about Scout. But there's also a Glacier in this vicinity. They need to be really careful about that. Meanwhile, top lane again, Myrmidon's gonna be on schedule, so Myrmidon's gonna be safe, so no worries about that one. But Papa Master Archie Tiger is having a little bit of a better time in this game as compared to the last one. He got completely boxed down in the last one, so in this one is having pretty much a sizable amount of farm. 9-4 may not be the best so far, but better than not having any farm at all.
Yeah, exactly. Having no farm at all is just very very bad, especially seeing as to how he's like the carry of the team. Their main go-to guy right now in this current lineup for the Hellburn's lineup. And bottom lane, it's that Revenor with this Glacius, but Glacius still hasn't been able to get much done. He's still level 1 only. Revenor actually gonna meet up with this Minotaur here.
Yep, he is, and that's a Minotaur is gonna nicely chase down Revenor. Revenor's in Trox, a lot of trouble! But he should be okay, because Minotaur will not use the stun into its full effect there. And Parasite Mesh is farming Tankafet, is farming the Legion jungle, so that is going to be in the top lane. It's only going to be the MOA as well as the Engineer. So dual guns from always left alone here at the top lane. May not be very effective up against the Myrmidon Puppet Master combo, but they are able to just at least make sure that they should be fine.
Yeah, I mean, at least Moonmender's level 2. As for Snowy, on the other hand, he's still level 1, you know, so he's not really getting enough done for his team. Level 5 Scout already. in that short lane against this Revenor and Glacius lane. So he's doing a really good job. Khezu is, as usual, going to be able to pick up on that farm in early levels. Bottle actually already delivered to Master of Arms now. They could probably pick up a kill onto Puppet Master or even this Myrmidon if they play their skills really, really nicely.
There we go, nice silence already on Glacius as well as Revenant. Here comes the tank of Fed to pick up the kill on Znui there. Parasite is going to be able to just nicely slap out the kill there. Znui goes down, and that's not going to be surprising at all. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Hack is just dealing a lot of extra damage on Bubbles. Bubbles needs to be careful here, but Bubbles has got a ball already, and that's going to be really helpful for him.
Yeah, Bubbles has his bottle, but I think yeah, Hag already got his a little bit earlier on. The thing is that he hasn't been able to capture the runes. Bubbles, of course, has that hasted in his bottle, but top lane though, here comes the aggression again from Glacius. So again, more rotations being made by the Hellborn team, but how much is it really affecting? Not as much as it seems.
Yep, not as much at all, and that's it. 1k goal lead for Team Legion side, and Hellborn is still struggling to make it work here. And in general, 2-0 already, 5 minutes into this game. I would definitely say that down south we have a pretty interesting kind of situation here. Level 6 scout, and it's not going to be working fit for Revenant. Revenant already a little bit under level here, and Glacius is not here to help him out this time around. So he is not looking for a kill onto the scout, but for sure, Khezu is just having a pretty good time here. And Centrox needs to be really careful with that.
Yeah, Saint Rox actually is doing a pretty good job himself. Like every time he sees that Scout uses disarm, he straight away opens up with a Stormblades and quickly attacks him to, you know, get more harassed into it. Because if he actually activated that and then got hexed out, not hexed out, sorry, disarmed, he would have been pretty much wasting his Stormblades over there. I do believe Bubbles is going to get this double damage rune top because it's being camped right now by both Myrmidon and Glacius, so he's having a good time here with in terms of winning the the runes battle, but you see Haxor now forced back to run back to the base, and he's level 6 already. He can actually rotate to another lane and set up for a kill if he wants to.
Yep, that's correct, and that's it. 6 minutes in 2-0, 1k goal lead for Team Legion side. Scout down south, level 7,
top
already
lane.
up against that, but top lane gang's gonna happen really soon, and there goes the Puppet, so already on to Slick. Slick should be fine, but there goes Ace up asleep. Myrmidon gonna take the fall instead, and now Glacius, little bit of a tight spot it is. The Cag's gonna connect bigly, and there we go, also Ratchet. And it's going to be Haxor coming to play here. Bubbles goes in as well. Bubbles a little trouble, but here comes also Revenant. Revenant picks up the kill nicely there on Haxor. And Haxor takes the fall quickly. And Book there is just really going to have to die today. And Tank of Fat now comes in as well. And that's going to be the Parasite. Parasite tries to run away. Can he do that? Yes, he can. And an Archer. And that's going to be really cute. And here also is the PM. PM plus Revenant. Not enough extra damage there on Team Legion. So it's going to tie in a really interesting situation. 2-for-2 kind of exchange.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's a lot more better for TMSR, I do believe, because they were able to pick up on those earlier kills, so they got much more of the EXP over there. Haxor, of course, unfortunately died, so that's one of the major downsides to that. He actually uses Bad Blast, but I think it only did hit onto one target, so kind of unfortunate over there, but still, nevertheless, this kind of put a little bit more aggression, forced the rotations coming from Hellborn team. Those were a lot of ports used, and now it just makes it even much more harder for the supports. You look at Glacius, man, only 72 gold per minute.
Yep, and that's gonna be the case so far. 5-1. Legion team really having a pretty good spot so far. Hellborn team not so much, and 7 minutes in already, or rather 8 minutes in already, and 2.5k gold lead staring in their face there. They need to make sure that they can catch up in terms of farm as well. PM should be looking at a pretty interesting item so far, but hold that up because it seems like Glacius is a little bit of trouble. And Max Smasher is gonna be used, but the Hell Potion's not gonna be figured out. That's it. That's gonna be an easy kill there by Khezu.
Yeah, really nothing much that Snooey could do. Like that silence as well is just so damn devastating. Look at how quickly Glacius just pops back out. Still only level 2. That is not working out at all for them because he's only level 2. Their secondary support Myrmidon's only level 4. You look at Legion team, Parasite level 7 already, and Engineer is at level 4. And if I'm not mistaken, Engineer has his Steam Boots already. Not Steam Boots, sorry, the Little Red Boots.
Yep, he does, and that's gonna be really good for Moonmiander at least. And Moonmiander looking to just provide a little bit extra ganky effort coming from Team Legion sideways for the Hellborn side of this entire story. Now looking to just nicely tally it up. Revenant now gonna be in mid lane. Saint Rock's gonna be there as well. We got Glacius behind, only level 3 right now, up against Haxor already level 7. Both of them can put for a little bit extra kill effort should they want to do that. But down south Scout is actually having a little bit of extra face off with Bubbles. Bubbles takes too much of a beating, but he's gonna have to play it safe right now. Scout's gonna be fine because there is also a Parasite in his region, and Parasite's looking for a nice face hug, but there goes the silence from the Scout onto the Bubbles. Bubbles a lot of trouble, and there goes the Leech as well. Bubbles looking to go down, and down goes Bubbles. Books gets booked today, and that's gonna be that.
Booked for death. Really, really nice, man. Khezu and Parasite doing a lot of work. Tankafet constantly roaming around. This is what we like to see. This is the shit right here. I mean, making sure to utilize his abilities and skills. Every time base hug is off cooldown, go ahead, set up for a gank, do what you can. Now there's even wall hunters for him to work, to use if he wants to gank the bottom lane again. He's definitely working towards getting that codex. It's going to be very, very important that he gets it, but top lane though.
Top lane, stuff happening quickly. MOA having a little bit of trouble, and here comes also the swim. So a little bit of extra swimming after there. He's going to be completely drenched out there and not able to pick up the kill. But there goes Glacius. Nui there is able to pick it up nicely with a first kill, and that's going to be pretty good to see as well. Meanwhile, actually, Prism just completely affecting Hexer, and Hexer in a lot of trouble. Hexer trying to run away. It's going to be fine, and there goes the Kag. Kag is just going to connect. Kelfield already affecting a lot onto both Keizu as well as Tankafet. Tankafet has to fall today, and that's it. It's going to be a pretty good exchange for Team Reason Gaming. There are other ringers there. 2-for-1 kind of exchange. They are having a little bit of the extra effort now, a little bit of a slight reason to just have a little bit of rejoice.
Yeah, I mean, they actually slowed down a bit of the aggression and put a little bit of the advantage from Legion team to slow down a bit, because top lane was getting way too boxed out way too much in my opinion, and it's a good thing they actually were able to pick up a couple of kills there. Unfortunately, kind of a I wouldn't say really misplay, it's just that they didn't really expect much of the ports coming in, coming from the Hellborn team, so really well played by them. There's a regen rune, by the way, on Scout. Scout's gonna get his Energizer very soon, which means he's gonna be able to roam much more efficiently after he picks that up.
Yeah, he definitely wants to do that. That's going to be a really sneaky, cheesy Scout there. Looking for extra farm right now down south. He may actually be playing as a full carry here. And Retrotech still doesn't have much of an item on him. Also, looking for a pretty good time onto a Light Brand. But Light Brand is nowhere to be found on him, and he needs a little bit more extra farm. So talking about farm, let's just go through the charts here. Hexer only about 225 GPM. That's going to be really bad. Scout on the flip side, Keizu already 350. So Keizu carrying Team TMSR really hard right now in this game. And Tankafet has a pretty good amount of, well, farm, at least 223 GPM there, and that's going to be really good for him. And meanwhile, top lane PM, a little bit of trouble. It seems like there's going to be a Myrmidon saving here, and Slick's a lot of trouble. Slick's going to take the fall, and down goes Slick, but it's going to be pretty good because Moonmian there at least picks up the kill there on Archie Tiger, and that's going to be really cool to see as well. There goes also the Whitfield on Engineer. Engineer tries to run it, but there goes the Magic Cup, and that's going to be a Gyarados.
Yeah, middle lane though.
Saint Rocks actually fell really quickly, and that's Tankafet is just here in this region. And speaking about Tankafet, I'd like to check the stats there. Yeah, 4-1 and 4. This is the kind of Parasite I want to see, because it's all about ganking, and ganking is going to be the main source of income for him to make sure that he gets the codex quick.
Yeah, and they get the tier 1 at the bottom lane, by the way. While all that engagement was happening, you see Scout being able to pick up on a lot of the farm, and you know what? He's actually gonna pick up an illusion rune, unless he's gonna give it to Hexfin actually. Top lane over there, kind of an overextension, I have to say. The thing is, they forced out. They had to use a lot of resources just to get up those 2 kills at the top lane. So, nevertheless, of course, it's still good kills for them. But here we go, Glacius.
Yep, Glacius is going to be a little bit of a predicament there, and a nice finisher there by Hexer, and Hexer with the Sun Scream picks up the kill on Glacius. Glacius takes the fall, and Glacius is just a beating sandbag this game. He is completely redundant, and level 5 ready with a lot of extra warding effort. Yes, that's going to be the only motive of his presence, but he is just dying way too much. 1-5-0, man.
Yeah, 1-5-0 is something that you don't want to have happen to you, especially seeing as to how you're the main support. You need to get up wards for your team. That's going to force out a lot of money coming up from this from Papa Mali on the Myrmidon, because he's going to be forced to be able to help and rotate around the wards for his teammates, since he's getting killed way too much over and over again. Beautiful ward of sight being placed by Moon Meander, by the way, to spot this out at the bottom lane. That means they're probably looking towards pushing this tower and setting up for more ganks. Parasite has 1.8k in the bank, so he's actually not going to split up his boots. He's just going to go for a straight up recipe on top of those dual punch daggers over there.
Yep, and that's going to be the case. That's a 11-5 here. 5k goal for Team Legion. 13 minutes into this game. And Revenant down south looking for a little bit of extra ganky effort on Moonmian. The Moonmian is no invis hero, but he's going to land the Tara and the Kag as well. And that's in pure desperation. Myrmidon tries to run away. That's going to be really successful. And that's going to be pretty good. Now, Moonmian trying to pull away. He is going to be fine at least. And the Gag has just been called off here. Tankafet nicely trying to run down the stream here, because he knows that there's going to be a Bubbles up out there. And Bubbles with the Calphate is going to be really devastating. So REA, man, Reason Gaming, or other ringers, is gonna be able to just do a little bit of extra pressure on TMSR.
Yeah, and there you see, Codex straight away finished after that port back home from Tankafet. He's going to be able to burst down really, really fast, either this Glacius or even the Myrmidon, because none of them actually have Mystic Vestments because they are so far behind. Engineer actually going to be able to ward up again here. Going to ward that middle lane over there for his team. A lot of wards coming out in this game, very, very nice to see. Look at this though, Master Worms double damage, but here comes Puppet Master and Bubbles.
Yep, it's gonna be pretty good to see that at least. And that's it. We have Scout down south here trying to deal a little bit extra initiation, and that's gonna be pretty good for Scout. Scout already addressed the bottom lane tier 1, so that's gonna good. That's gonna be pretty good as well for them. And mid lane tier 1 and top tier 1s are still intact, and that's not good for Team Legend. All they are gonna try and do a little bit extra push here. And there we go. The silence on Glaciers. Glaciers a lot of trouble. Glaciers, in fact, it's gonna be saved by Mermaid on there with the Quake Whitfield. But here comes the invisible tank of a with the silence there, and the Codex picks up the kill. Mermaid on the fat whale goes down. That's gonna be able to feed us for an entire year, man. And that's it. Glaciers now a lot of trouble. There's Nui gonna have to take off all unicorns coming out. That's gonna be really nice to see Nui with rainbows across his deathbed. And that being said, still 50 minutes in, 13-5.
Yeah, and Revenor was basically like, I'm not gonna go in, guys. I don't think I can probably kill any of these heroes. Top lane, Puppet Master's gonna get shit on right now.
Puppet Master lost in the woods, are we? He is completely lost there. He doesn't want to come out now. He just want to stay there. And here comes the pod in, so maybe now he will show his face. And actually one of the pods going to cancel nicely. A little bit of a misclick, I feel, but that should be the Glaciers. And that being said, now Hexern already level 10. Hexern level 10 looking for level 11. Level 11 with the quick Bad Blast. It's going to be 2 levels into that one, so extra damage is going to come out of that as well. Lightbrand is the thing he really needs right now, but he doesn't have yet.
Yeah, he will eventually have that. I mean, sometime soon, because he's sitting at 300 GPM. He died a lot of. Well, actually, he only died once, and which was at early on at the top engagement. He hasn't been able to use his Bat Blast for the longest time, but I think he's just waiting for level 11, which he just gets. And look at Bubbles.
Bubbles, the Earls just coming in quickly with this quick hard shell. And in terms of shell, have you done that Bubbles analysis amongst all the alternate avatar in terms of hardness for the shell? I would rank the Reef Bubbles the hardest first, and then following which it would be the interesting one, and that would be the the Captain America one, because the shield is pretty much hardy. And following which I do believe that it's gonna be the Beckham one, and last but not least will be the default Bubbles, man.
Yeah, but top lane, I think Scout's probably,
Yep, Scout looking for the kill, and it's also going to be nicely beefed up by the MOA Blue Master's Call there. It's not as if he really cares about the Voodoo Puppet, really, but that's going to bite him in the ass, and Keizu, he just overestimated himself there. Just booked him for speeding today.
Yeah, and he couldn't do anything. Like, see, that's the best thing about the the puppet show, because it doesn't make it lethal damage against your own teammates when you use that. That's why Glacius was able to survive for so long, even though he was actually supposed to pick up the kill. I mean, naturally, if you know, with those added extra auto attacks, he should have gone down. But really well played coming from Reason Gaming. The quick support from Book as well as Puppet Master to help save the Glacius, who has been dying a lot, by the way, in this game. That's gonna help him. There is the level 2 Codex, by the way. I think that was just purchased by Parasite, so he's gonna have to wait for the courier to go back home before he actually gets that item.
Yep, he has to, and that's it. Level 10 up already on Slicks. Slicks looking to be really good. He has got pretty good moves also, and that in general is why he's called Slicks. And right now we also got Parasite down south. Tank of Fed there is just doing a little bit extra effort, and in terms of just helping the bottom lane to be pushed out a little bit against the Hellbourne side. Hellbourne side, the tier 2 take a little bit of damage, but he should be okay, as in the tower should be okay, and in general, still no extra push here coming in. I mean, Legion team, they have a slight lead here, but they want to make sure that most of their basic items are up before they go in and commit to a big push. So that's going to be pretty good for them at least. You have Hexern that needs the Lightbrand, like I mentioned before. He is just nicely going for that item already with the Mystic Vestment, so that's going to help him a lot. Scout on the flip side, not going to go for the Rune Cleaver, and it's not going to get him, but look at that face hug all the way there. It is like this guy doesn't know what is called a range limit, and it just completely flew there. This is just disgustingly good.
Yeah, but he's now in Hell Cannon, and he's running towards the Hellbourne base. I think he should be fine.
Well, let me tell you, man, the Hell Cannon can run. It can.
Yeah, it really can, because of that added movement speed onto him. They're gonna try to destroy this tier 1, but here comes the defense.
Defense coming in quickly. Bubbles a little tad too slow, and Hell Cannon gonna be safe there. That's it. Also Ravenor is gonna be in this vicinity, level 11 as well. And for Team Legion side, I just saw Lightbrand on Hexern, so that's going to be pretty good news at least. And back to the Scout debate there, he doesn't go for Rune Cleaver, so that's not going to be a pure farming carry kind of a Scout. It's going to be a little bit more of the Shrunken protective, extra dual carry, semi-carry kind of a Scout.
Yep, exactly. I mean, that's such a good way to... Oh, look at Kezu, really, really nice base. He's gonna block this. It's not gonna be stacked out. That's gonna be unfortunate for Hellbourne team. Top lane, they're probably gonna get this tower here because there's no real defense coming out. Like, what you gonna do with Glacius with no items and the Puppet Master in the vicinity? Here comes Parasite though. He could actually potentially kill Glacius, but I think Glacius did spot him out. There is a Wild Hunter for him to go in if he wants, and I think he could... Yeah, he's gonna go for it.
He's gonna go for it. Gonna go invisible real soon. There we go. And now gonna do a little bit extra spy work here. 007 James Bond Tank of Fat is gonna try and make something happen here at the mid lane as well. And Revenant gonna be in his vicinity. And even though Slicks goes in quickly, could be a killer. There goes the face out. Gonna be able to just nicely land a silent. A great side step away from the Mimidon. Whitfield at least, but there goes. It's gonna be a nice suicide there from the Revenant to just jump in there. And a big skill there coming from Hexer. Hexer is in a lot of trouble right now. There goes the Voodoo Puppet. Hexer gets completely taken care of by the Puppet Master. That's gonna be pretty good to see as well. Then Tank of Fat goes down. Archie Tiger with the double tap, and this Archie Tiger is gonna be a real tiger. Unlike the previous game, he's got pretty good farm.
Yeah, and that was actually kind of an overextension from Legion team. They blasted a lot to... Well, not really blasted a lot, but they tried to do as much as possible to kind of pick up the kill. But of course, the quick rotation coming from the teammates, the early ports helped and secured the safety of the rest of the members, and they picked up the kills over there. So that's really good for them. That slows down Tank of Fat, who has been steamrolling this game. Highest GPM in the game so far, man.
Yep, up to 9k goldie for Team Legionary. TMSR still on top right now with some help on team. They are a little tad behind, but still they have a little bit of extra saving grace in this game. It's not a complete steamroll yet. I know the kills are absurdly almost 1 to 2, but Team Legion, they have got the extra potential to go and stretch this game into the late game stages, which is gonna be fine for Team Hellborn because they got a PM effect.
Yeah, Puppet Master gonna do a lot of work. They even reduced the resources coming out from Legion team by denying that mid tower. Actually gonna destroy that NG illusion over there. Snowy's just trying to do as much as possible for his team. Even though he's fed a lot, he's relatively been able to pick up his boot. It's 20 minutes into the game that he picks up his boot, but the thing is, he's been providing so much for his team with all that ward coverage.
Yeah, but it's doing a lot extra work in this game. We are looking at Snowy. Snowy also, if you look at him, he is only 1-6 and 3, and that's a little bit of a bad news coming up for the support. Unlike Moonmeadow 2-1 actually, so Moonmeadow have the extra gold in terms of warding, and that's going to help him a lot in this early stage of this game. 21 minutes in already, and 15:8. Hellborn team, all two. In fact, all of them are just nicely going back to farm. And top lane, the gang's going to happen quickly. There we go. Yep. Here comes also the Parasite behind, and both of them completely invisible, so Revenant doesn't know this is gonna hit him, and he doesn't know what hit him, and that's it. It is still not gonna hit him. Okay, they're just gonna dance there.
They're gonna go on him for sure soon.
Yep, they're just waiting for Parasite to just nicely reveal himself there, and that's it. The kill Revenant is gonna nicely materialize. The Keizu gonna try to run away. The Blue Master Call already being used there, but there goes the Magic Cup. Magic Cup now nicely gonna be able to just connect with Keizu. Keizu is gonna be fine. He didn't move in that moment there, so he's
oh my god, another Wild Hunter. Definitely gonna be seeing another gank again.
Are you sure Keizu wants to pick up the other one? Okay, he does. So he's not gonna be Tank of Fat friendly right now.
Yeah, but he's already in a Wild Hunter. He can actually kill Glacius. Oh
yeah,
shit.
looking for the kill Glacius, but he doesn't have face hug. Face hug knockout for just another 13 seconds. You need to be really careful right now. And there goes the nice backsmash shot. That's gonna be enough burst, and that will be it. Tank of Fat picks up the kill really nicely, and that's great teamwork come from both of them. 17:8 here, and 10k goalie. This is not looking good for Team Hellborn at all.
Yep, Tank of Fat with level 4 codex, by the way, already completed, man. This is the power of the scout and Parasite kind of duo combination. There's so much burst damage on top of one scout ultimate. You're gonna die really quickly. Top lane though.
Yeah, top lane, it seems like Scout a little bit of a trouble there, but he does perform a little bit of good silence as well. Whitfield gonna just be casted, but will not connect there. And Scout's gonna be saved. That's it. It's interesting to see that Slicks actually pick up a Master of Arms with a portal key.
I like it.
This is where you got inspiration from, right?
No, I've always gone for a portal key by my, just personally. Oh, Wild Hunter, hold on.
Yep, it seems like Revenant a lot of trouble. Revenant actually going down quickly, and there goes the face hug. That's going to be really good silence as well. And it seems like Revenant a lot of trouble. Just 1 or 2 more auto attacks going to be it. But there goes the quick Mux Smash shot from the Scout. Pick up the kill by HoN at top because that disjoint is just so huge there. And a great play coming by Saint Rocks. They're really good to see that. He just disjointed every single one of that possibility of that kill there. So he is completely safe. And Legion team is going to be fine also.
Yeah, really well played by Saint Rocks. Unfortunately, I think, it's just TMSR with that good presence of mind. Don't want to overextend. They know that if they go in, like if both of them had gone in over there, I think they could have. They should have been able to pick up the kill, but there was also a chance that they would have easily died to the rest of the support coming out from the team. Nevertheless, at least no one dies. Yeah, it's a failed gank attempt, but nevertheless, Scout does finish up his shrunken head. He didn't die in that engagement, so he doesn't lose any gold. Neither does Parasite. And Parasite has a Codex level 5 coming soon, I think.
Yep, I do think so as well. Level 4 already, 5 on the way, and that's not gonna be good news for Team Legion at all. Parasite is just so effective in this game, and this is one of the main reasons why C teams need to really take a page out of Tankafet's book here. It's all about progressive and successful gangs. It's not about Parasite that's farming.
Bot.
Yeah, bot lane, something's happening here. Retrotag gonna be in this vicinity. We also got Bubbles here. Tankafet actually completely invisible, looking for the kill on Bubbles. Bubbles, low trouble. There goes the bad blast. Revenant standing nicely on the Parasite. Parasite, low trouble, and Voodoo Puppet also gonna be used here, but it is not going to be effective because the Puppeteer Soul is going to be used as well. So that means the Parasite will not be able to outrun that gun. And that's a top mid lane, however. A little bit extra gang happening on Slick. Slick brings the MOA. It's in a little bit of a trouble here. Myrmidon does have the extra probability of putting forth the match cup. There we go, as well as the Wheatfield again in just a few seconds, but they need to be really careful. Here comes Revenant, picks up the kill with a ball lightning, and even Kezu is going to be in his vicinity. And Hack, there is no bad blast, but that's going to be fine. Revenant takes the fall first, Glacier's second in line, and Puppet must a lot of trouble. They're going to be charged by dual carry now, 2 versus 1, and both of them hit by the Wheatfield. That's a big misplay by TMSR, but great by Myrmidon. Myrmidon goes down. Scout addresses that really nicely. It's going to be a hat trick already, looking for a quad kill. Quad kill is going to be pretty hard because this is a PM there. It's a little bit more extra sneaky, so try and run away. It's still a Scout. Scout will definitely give it up there, so hat trick is going to be enough for Kezu.
Yeah, I mean, Kizu is doing a lot of work for his team, and actually the fact that Hax died over there was the fact that because of the pull-in or bottom lane.
Bubbles, Book there, trying to pick up a kill. Engineer, Moon Meander is going to be saved by Scout. Scout will be able to pop the other quickly, and Bubbles is going to be fine. And Legion Tide will be able to just nicely back away there, but it's not going to be enough because look at that. Archie Tiger with the last Whiplash just slapped his face.
Yeah, good rotation actually. They're coming from Archie Tiger to come bottom and save out the who is it, the Bubbles over there. So Book will be able to survive. The thing is, kind of overextension from both the players, but nevertheless they are still in the lead. They have a really huge lead, in fact, 12k gold and 11k exp advantage. Ball Hunter again, but it's gonna be spotted out.
Yep, there's a water rev this time around, but it's not gonna save him, and that's not gonna be good. Oh, that's it. Puppet shows could be used as well. And Revenant goes for the kill, and Tanker fell out of trouble, but that's a Scout in his vicinity, and Scout dealing a shit ton of damage there onto Revenant. Revenant takes the fall quickly, and now PM in all trouble, and PM needs to be saved today by who's gonna be his saving grace, and that's not gonna be coming at all. Kezu in all trouble. Kezu doesn't pop the shotgun just yet, and Kezu may actually be looking to go down quickly. Yes, he will be addressed that game, and PM also gonna be going down as well. Bubbles going down, and that's gonna be the name of that game as well. We got Myrmidon trying to run away, but the Codex range is just all the way there.
Insane amount of team fight there, presence just coming from Legion team. Holy shit, that amount of things that was going on over there, man. Recent game is just getting completely shut down, and there's a bound eye now on Engineer, and he's gonna be able to quickly de-ward all these wards, and they're gonna take Kong. And Hellburn team, they don't, I'm sure they know what's up, but not like they can do anything right now.
Yep, not like they can do anything at all, and that's the Kong is gonna get attempted here at this Kong pit. And Hellborn team is not going to be able to defend against this one. So that's it's going to be a free took all life for, I believe, Hexron. And Hexron is going to really want that as well. Or maybe it's going to be Scout, because Scout is going to slot there. And Scout looking to just nicely pick this one up. Scout is at very low health, so he needs to be really careful there. That being said, a very much preventive kind of a energy field is going to be used by the Engineer. That's going to be good. Meanwhile, top lane, we have Glacius in a pretty tight spot. He's just going to try running from Crips, and he's just so terrorized by that. Traumatized, in fact.
Yeah, he's only level 8 now, the lowest level in the game, not even double digits. He actually reached level 9 right as I speak about that. Portal Key now up on Parasite. Man, Parasite is just so far in this game, 400 gold per minute, is doing so well. Tankafet really carried his team in the early start, and now that's forcing a lot of good things to happen for their team. Like Hexrin now with 2.7k in the bank, he didn't have the best start. He's already at 400 gold per minute. He's going to be picking up his Shrunken Head very soon, and I do believe this is going to be a Brutalizer that's going to be finished up on Scout soon. Either that, or it could be actually a Geometer's Bane.
I'm thinking a Geometer's Bane because they all like to abuse illusions. Don't forget that. That's it. Here comes the Scout, and Scout is going to be scouting out here. There's a wall of ref, however, and that's going to be able to nicely spot him out. So they know the Scout's going to be in his vicinity and going to bait him a little bit too hard. But there's, however, also a ward of ref and a bound eye going to be in his vicinity, and a ward of sight going to be placed. Wow, they're committing a lot to this one here. And in fact, going to go in quickly, but a Shrunken Head Scout going to be really effective. That being said, going to channel out onto Snowy. Snowy going to be a lot of trouble because Hexron goes in to nicely finish the one up, and they're going in for a little bit extra damage on the Myrmidon. Myrmidon, it's going to be a Walrus instead. That's going to feed us for a complete year long because it's just so fat, and a lot of meat in that one as well. That's it. Bottom lane, top lane there is going to be a complete kill, and Barabas gets taken care of. And we like to see Barabas dead.
Yeah, I mean, look at the team fight aggression coming from TMSR, they're just playing like a real, like the unit they're meant to be actually put me under. Ward of Sight's gonna be killed out over there. Really, really unfortunate. But I mean, holy shit, TMSR is just really rocking Reason Gaming right now. They just cannot find any leeway or any passing through to really get back into this game. They're just completely getting boxed out of this game, and it's gonna get to a point where they're probably gonna lose already because there's a 4k gold up on. Oh, hold the thought.
Oh, Bubbles trying to pick up the kill on Parasite. Parasite should be fine because Parasite runs so fast. And there we go. Bubbles goes in, but look at that. Turn around. It's going to be a pick up a kill. So really well done by Tankafat. And in fact, he killed Book first. And he just raged at him. Yo, bitch. Should be that case there. Really great stuff.
Yeah, that was insane, man. Tankafat. Big plays, man. Just throwing it around.
The call out. Like I mentioned, this is Book the Call Out, man. So this entire game is going to be called Book the Call Out. And it is a really interesting episode.
Yep, and really questionable, but by Mirvanon to not be picking up a Vestments himself because he's taking a lot of damage. I mean, there's so much magical damage coming from Legion team. Puppet Master has the Shrunken Head, but doesn't have that invisibility. The Shroud. Scott actually going to be spotted out by St. Rox. He could probably go down here.
Yep, he is in a lot of trouble right now, and there goes the Witfair as well. Scott, a lot of trouble. Keizu, unfortunately, will die today. And that's going to give Papa Malay there an additional 442 gold. And that's going to help him a little bit extra there. And like I mentioned before, this game is going to be 2:1 kind of a kill streak here for Team Legion. And 31:15 here, 30 minutes into this game. 22k gold lead already with a 26k experience lead. Legion team, TMSR, Too Much Sugar, may just nicely back this game here.
Yeah, and they actually spotted out that Archie Tiger's doing Ancients now. They're probably going to try to look for a gank here. You see Master of Arms at the bottom lane trying to set up and prepare, but there is that Myrmidon in the vicinity. He's actually just going to back out. There's Slicks having the presence of mind. He knows what's up. And the Rune as well. Not the Rune, sorry. The Ward is actually spotting this out. Here we go.
Yeah, it goes a little bit extra engagement happening there, and Myrmidon a little bit of trouble there. Myrmidon, in fact, it's going to land a Whitfield. It's going to help him a little bit, but he ultimately is going to have to die today. That's it. Hack is going to be fine, and a little bit extra ganky effort coming in from the Moon Mian there engineer that has not been able to just land a hack there on the Glacier, so it's not going to be good for Team Legion, but at least they got a kill, and that is going to be a little bit more comforting looking at the bottom lane push, but they are just not going to do that yet. And in fact, the token of life is on Hexer, Hexer with a Grimoire power also is going to make Hellborn Green more. And here comes the extra ganky effort on that Revenant, but Parasite takes the fall first, and Parasite is not going to be able to contribute a lot more in that engagement. That's a Kex not going to connect on the PM because PM is already shrunken. Glacier's going to take the fall. Glacier's only level 10. It's just such a joke there. That's it. PM is going to be fine. And in fact, oh, look at that. Hexer going to just blink into the trees there. He is going to be completely invisible, hiding behind the trees like a good old Indian.
Yeah, what the hell was what the hell that joke, man? But yeah, I mean, Hexer very questionable. I think he wants to die here because he wants to use that token. Maybe, okay, maybe not. So they're just gonna try to do as much chip damage as they can to this defense tower. Scout needs to be careful. Oh no.
Scout actually gets Voodoo Puppet, and that's gonna be really bad. But at least he props the Shrunken just in time, and he's gonna be fine. That's it. Energy field gonna be used already by the engineer, and that's gonna be pretty good to see. At least in general now Bubbles not able to just play catch up here, and he is not able to pick up any kill as well. So it's gonna be 35 is the 16, and mid lane tier 3 already addressed below 50% health.
Yep, really well played by TMSR now. They're just continuing the aggression, making no room for Hellborn to actually do anything there. I think Hag just purchased something. I think it is going to be that Blessed Orb, because he's going to go for that, you know, more or less the Culture Sheepstick route. Master of Arms just finished up the Dream Meter's Bane, so much more Illusion Abusion, like you nicely mentioned. Scout, I'm not sure if that's... I think that's actually going to be a Brutalizer, yeah. So like I was right, he's going to go for the Brutalizer, extra lockdown over there for him. He's just going to pick up a potion in the side shop, I mean the observatory before they actually continue on. And I'm wrong. Look at this, man. Hag actually having a portal key. What the hell?
Uh-huh. Okay, so Hexer is complaining and Flesh of Darkness is just too bad. And that's it. However, they spot out Keizu. Keizu, man, is unfortunately not able to use his Shrunken Head just in time. And he is now nicely using it, but a little bit too slow. And Barnabas picks up the kill. And Barnabas is in a lot of trouble because there is a Hexer in his vicinity. And Hexer playing his Wretched Hack picks up the kill really quickly. And now Hexer with the double damage looks for it. And it seems like Hellborn's going to call for a pause. And that's going to be pretty questionable as to how much it's going to really help them. Glacius is still alive. And it's absurd as to how quickly he responds because of his low level. And they're calling for a wrong. They wanted to concede, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Hag's gonna be able to blink out if he wants. Actually has a double damage right now. So he's staying in the vicinity. Man, that portal key pickup is making him be so mobile in this game.
Yep, that is both a Flash of Darkness as well as the Portal Key jump there by the Hack. There we go, he can either pot in and jump back out. This could be really successful. That's a Codex has just got an absurd amount of range, and that just completely fingered him.
Fingered him. Oh my god. These remarks, Babel. These remarks, they're insane. But yeah, really well played by Legion team. Hag probably this time now is gonna go for that Culture Sheep Stick, and he has a Regen rune to work with, by the way, at the camp. Sorry, at the rune over there. Master of Arms and Tankafet on this Parasite, just gonna clear up on the stacks there. The Ancient camp coming in from Hellburn team, so that's really good for them. And Moonman, I think he's probably waiting up for his Portal Key.
Yeah, Moonman needs a Portal Key right now. If he has that, he's going to have the ability to just jump in and set up energy field, and that's going to nicely hold everyone in place. But in general, that's going to be a little bit extra fun on his part. He still needs about 600 gold. Not sure if the game will last till then. Mid lane completely rexed out already. Bottom and top is going to be the only thing that's left. Top still has got a tier 2, so maybe TMSR is going to start pushing the lane instead. But we also got Ratchet Hack now going to be pushing the bottom lane, and by himself, that is Hexron looking to be really good in this game. He already has got a Portal Key, so it shows that, you know, you don't really buy a Portal Key on Ratchet Hack. It is showing so much that he doesn't really care for this game.
Yeah, I mean, they're just so far ahead. Look at that, 32k gold and 35 EXP advantage, 39 to 17. By all means, he can go any item he wants, but of course, that doesn't mean that he should go for items that are completely useless. I do believe that Portal Key is still kind of good because he gets the jump potential into it, and then flashes of darkness out away. So it's really good for him, and here we go.
Yes, Tankafet actually picks up Snooey again. Not like it's news anyway, because it's been happening for the past 35 minutes. The same old fashion, same old kill. Snooey there, it's standing by 113 at 8, looking for a reverse immortal already in this game. That's it. However, Myrmidon, a little bit of trouble. Whitfield's gonna be casted, but it's not gonna be effective because it's drunken headed. Ratchet looking into just bite down Myrmidon, and look at that, man. The shot all the way from home. It's gonna be really effective on the Myrmidon. Myrmidon takes the fall. Revenant, a lot of trouble. Revenant gets Codex, and he gets fingered as well. He goes down. Completely extra damage there from Team TMSR, and doing a lot of extra sugary stuff here.
Yeah, I mean, the sugar rush coming from TMSR is just insane. Here comes
yet another engagement happening quickly. Barabbas is going to be safe. He has to nicely hide behind the fountain there because there's nothing to really do in this kind of situation. And in fact, they're still not going to call it concede vote. And TMSR is just making Hellbound a new home already. And look at that, extra damage happening on Glaciers. Glaciers falls again. And Barabbas gets completely cornered out here. And they're going to finally call it GG well played. And TMSR will win this one.
Yeah, really well played by them. That was insane amount of, I don't know. That was just, I have really nothing to say. That was just TMSR playing a game right there.
Yeah, pretty good game there. Completely steamrolling Ringers, and this is not the real reason gaming. So in general, they're just flying under that banner there. But all 5 of them, Ringers, is doing a lot of extra work in that game. A huge shout out to all of them as well. So both teams, great gameplay in general. That is just the first game of the second half that we have for you guys. Gonna bring you yet another game a little bit later. So hope you guys stay tuned for that. This is Babael. Joining me today is Lark, and hope to see you guys real soon.